Hey, this will be one of those memory lane things on this video again. Well, not sure if you remember when Apple used to have this as their standard charger, or the white pin, whatever you want to call it, from the iPhone 4 and before that, and the nice iPads and all that. Well, there's a whole line of products created based on that connector, believe it or not. And these speakers are not cheap, were not cheap, and they still work good. And we have here a Sony, a Logitech, Sony again, and an Apple product itself. In my opinion, one of the most beautifully produced keyboards at the time. It was made for the tablets that you would plug in here, as you see, and it had a pass-through plug-in on the back right here to charge it, and the line out or the audio out. Now, I wish this would connect to a computer via USB on the back. I would actually use this one. It's just so cool to use. But besides that, today we're going to talk about these speakers that there's actually still use for them. They are not obsolete, even though you may not use them directly with the iPhone or how it was designated. You can connect other devices from your laptop to your PC, your phone, MP3 player, whatever you have, with the jack, regular headphone jack, as you see right here. All of them can actually take this kind of jack. And let me test first this one with an actual iPhone that did not become Apple roadkill yet, which somehow I managed to keep this one. And here's just what I call Apple roadkill. Yeah, these kind of phones that now if you try to use them for anything, and I mean anything, they will simply not work. Because Apple decided that safety matters first, but what about just wiping them and using them as media players like I have this one here? These two and this one right here, for example, all these three have in common that Apple just does not want you to use them anymore for anything, even if you reset the data and get rid of everything. Nope, just can't have it. It's just one of those things. And yeah, in these things, you can use one of these iPods as well. iPod kind of works. Battery's kind of on its way out, so that's just what it is. And now I have loaded some of my own music right here on this one, and we're gonna test how it actually sounds. For example, on this Sony right here, we have the part that you would connect it. Let me put it here so you guys can see it easier. It's right here, the button to turn on and off. This is where you switch the input to jack or to the Apple, and the volume up and down. And let me just plug this phone in real quick. And as you see, now it has switched to the speaker. Let me put the volume up. It actually has a lot of sound. It has quite a lot of sound, actually. It's really pretty nice. And you can just leave it like that. Let me just pause it. And the same way you can connect with an audio jack. This is really nice, and I just wish Apple cared a little bit more about the so-called environment, as they claim, and actually allow these devices to be used at least for something. But I know, the environment stuff is usually one of those falsities, but unfortunately, I don't know. And this is the second device, the Logitech. Look how beautiful that would look, actually, if all these older Apple devices were allowed to just be used for something. As you see, let me click play. And I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the music is actually blasting quite good here. And it throws music in all four sides. This one is actually built really nice with 4 speakers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it would be really nice if Apple allowed some kind of use, but still, you can use them today actually as speakers on your tabletop. And the third one is this Sony, which still works as a bedside clock, mostly, because that's what it was made for. And here's I don't want to do that. You would go, for example, it has menus, it had all that good stuff that you can play videos, you can put pictures. And how this one works, for example, would be right here on the back. This one I really like. Has a USB, and it has memory card. So you can put memory card. Here's the speaker. That's right here. And here's the antenna for the radio. Yes, it has AM, FM radio. Here's the battery to hold your clock. And on the side here has an Apple signature thing. Look at what happens when I click here. It will take its own sweet little time to come out, but you'll see it coming out. Very slowly, very nice. Don't take your time. I'll have to assist you, looks like. And this one comes out really nice. Let me plug the phone really quick. And this is how the phone would get plugged in it. You click play, you go to iPhone, and you would scroll through the menu. For example, you would leave it on, as you see it right now the whole time. And these are the menus. It's not touchscreen, by the way. I wish it was. But for a bedside, this is really beautiful. You'd go here, background photos, radio, iPod, and iPhone. You click here for music. You'd have this. Let me go to videos. Videos from internal memory, memory card, or USB. I'm going to go internal memory. I think it has a demo. Yep, here's the demo. And here's a video. It's more of a reel, just showcasing how this thing works and what it can actually do. And as you hear, the music is going on the background, which I'm going to probably stop it right now because I don't want to get a copyright strikey. And just to show you that this connection was not a thing of just iPhone and Apple. Actually, there's a lot of products that used this connection or this type of connector for music, for video, for all that. And one thing I gotta say, if you ever find one of these, most likely on a Goodwill or flea market, that's guaranteed. You will not find them brand new in store probably. I think for $2-3, if you find one of them, get it. There's nothing wrong with them. They're actually really beautiful devices. Let me, for example, plug my phone really here, really quick. And let me plug the audio on one of my own tracks here. Yep, this one is on. I'm just gonna play any of them, I guess. Volume up. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's actually blasting. It's really, really good. Let me change it. Of course, Timo. Of course, there has to be an ad. As you hear. And it's firing from all four sides. And yeah, this one, probably I paid $2 or less. I don't think I paid more than $2, that's for sure. And the same goes for the other speaker. This Sony here, for example. It has the same connector right here on the back. Boom. Just like that. We play the music. Not sure if you can hear. This one is even louder. This one I can barely hear myself. And it has a lot of bass, actually. Really good bass, by the way. I really like this one. But yeah, that's just how it works. And yeah, fortunately or not, technology has changed. Apple has changed their stuff. And now these devices, for most of the time, are obsolete. But I don't think they should be obsolete. There's still a lot of life left in them. And they're really, really beautiful devices. They're still usable. They're still cool to have around, and they were somehow built with real good quality. I'm not even joking. These are really actual high quality built speakers. They're not cheap at all. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this one for fun, guys. So in case you encounter one of these and you see this kind of port, especially for the younger ones in our audiences, well, you see this kind of connector on top of these devices, just know that it was for one of these older Apple devices. Yeah, Apple did a lot for the environment because these are going to end up in a landfill. But that's good, as long as they're making the good money. But yeah, just wanted to show you that what these devices are for and that they actually still exist. And where did they go? A lot of them ended up to people like me and sometimes in Goodwills and flea markets. With that said, I hope you hit like and subscribe and we will see you next time. Bye!